Time now for the Morning Rush.
We start with Kristen Curry.
Good morning. Looking at some rain and snow showers up over the northern mountains and northeastern plains today. Only a few inches of accumulation possible, so it's not going to be a huge snowmaker for us. The rest of us will be fighting some strong winds out of the north and cooler temperatures today. Tomorrow, just a little bit of cloud cover out across the western side of the state. Adam?
As you wake up today, police are investigating a deadly shooting in northwest Albuquerque. New overnight, police say they rushed to the area of 12th and Candelaria at about 1 this morning. Police say they arrived to find a man who had been shot at least once. Paramedics took him to the hospital where he died. At this time, police do not have a suspect description. This is a developing story. We're going to continue to update you as new information comes into our newsroom.
This morning, we're learning more about the veteran cop hit and killed during a high-speed chase in Las Cruces. Officials say it started when a Border Patrol official stopped a man and a woman in a stolen car. Soon after that, this chase began. Police say at some point, the couple carjacked a man, drove back toward Las Cruces. That's where officials say they hit retired officer J.R. Stewart on his motorcycle. Police say the suspects were arrested as they tried to carjack another person. Their names have not been released at this time.
On the new details this morning, the White House says the president is not preparing to go to Alabama to campaign for Roy Moore. The embattled Alabama Senate candidate held a campaign rally on Monday where he once again denied preying on young women and teenagers as he's accused of doing. President Trump has spoken out against Moore's Democrat opponent, Doug Jones.
On to new details now. The Bernalillo District Attorney's Office is adding 4 special prosecutors to its team. This is to help investigate officer-involved shootings. The prosecutors are contracted for 7 months and will tackle some of the 36 officer-involved shootings, which stretch all the way back to 2015. They're hoping for a bigger budget when the legislature meets next year.
We're expecting to learn more today about a deputy-involved shooting nearly 2 weeks ago. The sheriff's office says an APD helicopter spotted a suspected stolen truck driving erratically. BCSO says deputies put out spike strips, but the truck kept going until deputies stopped that car. BCSO says the deputies felt threatened and shots were fired. 2 people died. 2 others ran out of that car and were arrested. A news conference is set for later this morning.
4 top positions in the mayor-elect's office are filled this morning. This is Tim Keller is preparing to take office on Friday. Tim Keller announced attorney Sarita Nair will serve as his chief administrative officer. Attorney Sonali Stewart will serve as Keller's new chief of staff, and Justine Freeman is named as deputy chief of staff, and Sanjay Bhakta will be appointed as chief financial officer.
There are some new revelations this morning about the nation's largest massage chain. Nearly 200 women have now come forward accusing therapists at Massage Envy of sexually assaulting women. The investigation was conducted by BuzzFeed, who compiled the sexual assault lawsuits, police reports, and state board complaints, all against Massage Envy spas. There are 5 locations here in Albuquerque.
On to news happening right now. Evacuation efforts continue in Bali as volcano ash continues to fall. Mount Agung has been hurling soot and smoke for more than 13,000 feet in the air since the weekend. Right now, there are evacuation problems taking place, so thousands of tourists remain stuck on Indonesia's island of Bali after its airport was closed because of hazardous conditions for a 2nd day in a row. Instead, some were left to evacuate by boat. Kristen.
Today's Metro Threat Index at a 3, looking at some breezy conditions out of the north-northeast at about 10 to 20 miles per hour. And cooler temperatures today, highs only in those mid to upper 50s here in the metro. Sarah?
Starting today, APS is preparing to showcase acts of kindness through an annual campaign that started by accident with a typo. It's called #NOV38. Do something great. The campaign was launched last year when the district's wall calendar said November 38 instead of 28. School officials say they embraced it and turned it into a celebration of generosity during the holiday season. All students and faculty need to do is post pictures of their acts of kindness done in schools or out in the community to social media by using the hashtag. Adam?
Right now, an app that goes along with the ART bus system is officially up and running. You can use it to buy tickets, plan your trip, and even check out dining and shopping options near each ART station. So far, ART buses are only being used to take people to and from the River of Lights on Friday and Saturday nights. The city launched the mobile app yesterday through iTunes and the Google Play Store.
On to new details now. One retailer is launching a new way for customers in the metro to pick up their online orders. Walmart's pickup tower will be at the location on Coors beginning today. The tower is a large vending machine that dispenses your online order in seconds. It's one of only 100 in the country and the only one in New Mexico. To use it, you have to choose to pick up your order at the tower.
If you're planning another holiday road trip in time for Christmas, expect that road trip to be a little more pricey. Gas prices through the rest of the year are expected to be the highest since 2014. A AAA spokesperson says this is happening despite a forecasted 5 to 20% drop in coming weeks. Motorists are going to see higher than usual December gas prices. This after two major hurricanes, consumer demand, and growth in gasoline exports. Today's average gas price is up 38 cents over the same time last year.
Here's some interesting new facts for you this morning. When it comes to your child's health and the cookware you may be using, researchers suggest less nonstick cookware could mean more healthy babies. According to research at the New York University, a decline in birth defects and low birth weights can be attributed to the decreased use of chemicals in nonstick coatings like Teflon. Kristen.
Time now for a check on your morning commute. Not seeing any major crashes out there. We do have a slowdown, though. I-25 northbound just past the lead coal exit. You're moving at about 25 to 30 miles per hour there, and some minor slowing I-40 eastbound near Coors. We'll keep you updated throughout the morning.
Okay, here's something interesting as you start your morning drive. Do you ever wish that your tires in your car could never go flat? NASA says it's invented a tire that does just that. Officials at NASA have given a woven mesh metal tire that remembers its ideal shape, then springs back into its original form when taking a beating. Researchers wanted to create tires that can survive the rough terrain on the planet Mars. NASA says the tires may be used in future Mars missions as well as vehicles right here on Earth.
Wow.
Creative.
Interesting, huh?
Very
cool.
interesting. All right, time now for the 5 facts.
Okay, we start with number 5. You may see a familiar face as you hit the road this morning. Albuquerque's iconic tumbleweed snowman is back up along I-40 near the Big Eye. Despite some difficulty this year, workers from Amathka, the local flood control authority, say it was a little tough to find tumbleweeds this year. The snowman will be out until the first week of January, so enjoy. Happy holidays.
That's right, it is the season. Number 4 this morning, an Albuquerque teen is desperately searching for her Letterman jacket. Jacqueline Saavedra says she worked for 4 months to be able to afford that $700 jacket. She was hoping to take her senior pictures in it, but on Saturday night she says that her car windows were smashed and everything was gone, including her purse and the jacket. Jacqueline is hoping somebody sees it or that the thief has a heart and will return it. We posted ways to help on our website. Just go to KRQE.com.
And number 3, cooler temperatures statewide today with most of us down to the 40s, 50s, and 60s. We're also going to be fighting some breezy to windy conditions out of the north. Snow showers this morning over the mountains and northeastern plains. Those will clear through the day today.
Number 2 now. This morning, the Navajo Nation and New Mexico lawmakers are responding to a comment from the president that some are calling a racial slur. It happened during a ceremony to honor Navajo Nation World War II code talkers, including a man from New Mexico. President Trump referred to Massachusetts Senator Elizabeth Warren as, quote, Pocahontas. The Navajo Nation released a statement calling the president's words, quote, culturally insensitive. In a tweet, New Mexico Rep. Michelle Lujan Grisham said the president should apologize. Rep. Ben Ray Lujan called the comments mean-spirited and insulting. Both are Democrats. Our Republican lawmakers yet to comment. The White House is defending the president's comment.
And number 1, new details just into our newsroom in a homicide investigation in southeast Albuquerque. We now know this morning that a man is in custody facing first-degree murder charges after the deadly stabbing at the Pearl Apartments near San Pedro and Gibson. This happened last night around 6. Police say DeAndre Ravenel is suspected of killing his brother, Desmond, after a fight. Ravenel is now being booked into MDC. As soon as we learn more about what happened there, we'll update you both on air and online.